Hello everybody. This is the second time I'm trying to do this video. I had started yesterday, but the doorbell rang and I just didn't get back to it again. And I can't film um, here until it's about 6 o'clock because there's construction still going on next door, and lately they're really noisy. But anyways, I just wanted to show you some things if you guys are interested in seeing how I make them. I'd be more than pleased to show you. It's more of a show and tell, and they're great ideas for Happy Mail, which I love doing, and I'm taking my time because I have a couple of things to send out, but I'm taking my time on making them and everything. So what I'm gonna start off with the other day I had showed you guys that tag envelope, how to make it, and I showed you these beautiful tags that I made, and I still have to paint them on the other side, and I'm using these for Happy Mail, but in different ways. So I'm going to show you now. I had first gotten some beautiful fabrics that I found in my own stash, and let me see if they're around here somewhere. Well, I just had them. Sorry, you guys. And oh dear, that's funny. That's funny. Okay, here we go. Okay, I have this old box that I am going to be repurposing soon. It's already got fabric on it, and the top is with little yarn balls and things. The fabric was decorated, but I want to redo it, and I'm going to redo it with, if you guys recall, a video that I did time ago about doing grandmother's garden jelly printed fabric table runner, which I had stopped doing it because with the paint it was getting so hard to sew these pieces together because the paint hardens the fabric. And I've been really having lots of problems with my wrist right now, and I just can't do these movements because then I get really bad cramps. I have to stop. They continue, the cramps, and by the time they go away, and half an hour has gone by, and if I pick up the needle again, and they start again. So I can't do these movements right now. Yeah, I know, I got to get checked out. I probably have to, get it fixed. It's I can't remember what it's called in English. Tuna capale, I think it's called in. I got paint all over my hands. So yeah, so I wanted to show you the fabrics that I was using. I was using this type of fabric here. That time ago my niece had left me a whole bunch of stuff before moving to Germany, and these fabrics were in there, and I'm sure these fabrics came from my sister's store because she didn't only have a wedding store once upon a time, but she sold actually dresses for ceremony, through the mothers of the brides and things like that. So they probably had a whole bunch of this fabric left over. And yeah, here's a table runner. See, this is a box. I'm gonna be covering the box with this. So the top will be covered with this, and then the bottom I'm going to decorate. I'll probably finish it and do a video. And so those are the fabrics, and what I made the fabrics look like after that were these. So I was stenciling the fabric, bigger pieces, not these tiny little pieces. These were cut after, and like I stenciled it and stenciled it and stenciled it. Like I just kept on going over with stencils, and then even stamps, my wood block stamps, these ones here. And then I would cut them in strips. But I didn't only end up doing that. I ended up going over them after with stickles and perfect pearls. And so these are only about a foot to 2 feet long. They're different sizes, but this is the way I'm going to be wrapping them for Happy Mail. And then if you want, you can, well, I would like to find, little baggies. I can probably find them and do them and cover them up with little baggies, and then tie something around here, or tie even another little tiny tag to say, made by Josie, or handmade So I got these done. And then I used another type of fabric, which was ivory. This one came out really pretty because it already had this design on it as a stencil was used, and then I went over the design with other glitter. And then this one here has a bit of mother pearl, not mother pearl, so liquid pearl designs on it. So on each tag I put something different, a piece of something different. This is just simple. This isn't done with I left some blank so that way, you know, whoever receives them can do whatever they want with them. And these are perfect, you know, to tie, you know, on your journals or even use on your journal pages. So that was really fun to do, and I want to do more. And long time ago, I did this piece of fabric. This is a piece of cotton fabric. It's just a normal, you know, and I just colored it and just kept on going over and over and over. It got pretty dark, but the results were, you know, all these little strips, which are adorable, and I put those on a tag as well too. So, you know, these are really great ideas for Happy Mail. Then I did, let me see here. Okay. Then I did jelly print. I went over it a few more times with stamps and, you know, little lines and bubble wrap and some, you know, little circles and things like that. And then I put the can in behind. So I pasted it with Aleene's tacky glue onto a can. And I put, you know, the side that doesn't have a design. It doesn't really matter what side you paste it on. You can paste it on both sides, but just to make the flower that would look clean on this side. And then I put them on little tag as well too. So on these flowers, after I finished cutting them out, and I cut them out with my little punch here, perfect, great punch, CK Success. And I poured some glossy accents in the middle. Then I put some, can you see that? There's some micro beads, and then I finished the rest of the flower with glossy accents, so they were nice and shiny. And these, you know, I just put little glue dots in behind where, you know, they can take them off and use them wherever they want to, and then they can even reuse the tag on what they would want to do as well too. They can you know, repurpose it, because what happened was when I used the glue dots, they are pretty strong, and when they take the flower off, obviously rip the paper underneath. So it's easily fixed, you know, with a little bit of imagination you can fix it. But I will try to find another way to, you know, attach the flowers to the tag, and always making it look pretty in a little plastic bag with another little tag. And yeah, so I love making these little flowers. I think they're adorable. And what else was I making, you guys? So I made, let me get this out of the way. So I have lots here to cut more strips. Oh, and then what I did here was, I didn't show you, the strips are pretty short, so I was just like tying them all together. So you got these really cute knots going through the whole thing. And I didn't think of it before, but after I finished doing it, I was thinking, you know, I have these really cool beads, you know, different sizes of beads, even wood beads, and you can even stick a few beads in before doing the knot and having these beads running through, you know, something like that, which would make it really more interesting as well too. And then the video that I did, this is a great idea too for Happy Mail. In here I'm thinking of putting tags that I have gotten from clothing, so that way they can repurpose them as well too. Everything here is repurposed, even the tags. The tags were pizza boxes. So this is another idea. Let me get this out of the way here. Oh dear, it's still wet. I'm trying some modeling paste in this stamp that I made, mold that I made. So it's off to the side drying. Let me get something to wipe my finger. So with the tags that I finished showing you, a few of them I have you know, gone further in decorating them. And this is another little idea too. I have a whole bunch of these little hearts and all different shapes of little, they're made out of gesso. And this is another idea that I would like to give away these things as well too, because I have so many of them, and that can be attached to a tag as well too, but a tag that I decorated more. And these, I have some that are painted, but I prefer giving them away white, so that way they can, you know, do what they please with them. And then I was fooling around. I've only seen this technique, but I've never done it. And this is done with gel. It's a gel medium by, where are you? Oh, I got it here. Okay. It's a gel medium by Liquitex. It's a gloss super heavy gel. So, and I got to buy more because I'm finishing this. And I did it through a stencil, which came out really, really cool. And then I put some paint on it. This Studio Dyna paint. I did that over it, and then I wiped it clean with a dry cloth. And this is the effect it came out. I was expecting another effect of not so much paint coming off of the original color and the original color showing through the not the paste, the gel medium that I put on. But it didn't really work out the way I was planning. It looks beautiful, but it didn't really work out the way I was planning to. I'd have to watch another video to make sure that I was doing it right, or maybe I used the wrong colors. Maybe the stencil is too detailed. But yeah, I really like the effect anyways. It came out beautiful. And here's another piece of fabric that I was playing around with. And this is the way I prepared them. So this is a beautiful piece of ivory. It's like a taffeta. And so what I did was I just start with stencils over and over, and I just keep on going over. You know, I pick out 3 or 4 colors that I think go well together. And then at the end, I even using, you know, the wood blocks, the big flowers, and those I do with, then I start using different paints like glitter paints and things like that as well too. And I think I'm going to finish this off with or a nice silver color or a gold color, and then cut it in strips, and then maybe go over it with stickles or liquid pearls, you know, to make that, to make it more dimensional. These little ribbon, what I guess, yeah, you would call it ribbon, homemade ribbon. And that one was really cute too. So yeah, I'm planning on, if you guys want to see anything, I can show them to you. I would love to show you how I've done these things. The little flowers, there's a video. It's called Metal Embellishments, I think. And I show you how I'm doing hearts, always attaching it to the can, the jelly print or whatever paper you have, attaching it to a can. And the idea of attaching it to a can is that when you, let me show you here, when you cut your flower, the difference is, why don't I do them with paper? Because here you can, you know, make it the way you want to, because it's the tin underneath that you can, you know, make a flower 3-dimensional. And it looks so cute. And on the other side you have it like this. So that's really cute. Now, why I was saying too, you can use the other side of the can, because it would actually look pretty showing, you know, the piece of a can on the other side as well too. I never thought of that before. I've always wanted to make the other side look, you know, clean. So I did it this way, but the next time I do it, I'm going to do it the other way around, so that way on the other side you can see what can it was. But I just love these flowers, the way they come out. And I've been meaning to buy this same flower, because I love this flower, but a bigger size of a punch, because seeing that, you know, you can punch them easily, why not? Yeah, good punches. And I think that's about it, you guys. I'm working on that album. I'll just give you a quick flip through, really quick. This is, it's all white. So I'm gonna have to decorate this, and I'm waiting until the end because the last time I did an album, I did, you know, the cover first, and it wasn't a good idea because around this side here, opening and closing it, it was just, you know, sticking. So they're just normal jelly prints, and some of them, the pictures are already there, and some of them, you can see that one there. Trying to go quick here. Here I put on one of my borders with the dimensional paints. There's a video on that too. And I'm just, you know, this is the way I start. I just start putting down my jelly prints and, you know, mixing up the colors and things like that. And then I'll put the picture down. I did this today. Really cool. It's not a jelly print. That's a real cool page too. Yeah, so I should be working on this more because I have to give it to who ordered this album by the middle of May. So yeah, because then I'm going to go back to the very front and start decorating the pages, you know, just start looking at them and start doodling them after I have everything attached, and make sure that, you know, that I like to coordinate the pictures a bit with the colors. Like here there's lots of flowers in the back, so I decided to put the green in them, and you know, the purple. And yeah, so that's the way I'm going to be doing it. So like I said, it doesn't end here. I'll go back but I'm just going to doodle. That's about it. So might go back with some modeling paste on some pages. On this one I put butterflies. On some I'm going to put flowers. Pretty much simple. It's I don't know this person that I'm doing the album for. I wish I knew more. I wish I knew what she likes and what, you know, because when you know personal things, it's much more easier to do, or colors, you know, see what kind of colors she likes and things like that. So yeah, so these are just like simple little ideas for, you know, your Happy Mail. There was another thing here that I wanted to show you, if it's around still. Then I have these other hearts here that are always in jest, so that make really cute gifts as well too. And you can just pop one on here, or even two on here. Oh, that's too close to the color. Can't see it on there. Let me see here. On this one here, you got the blue that you can't see, but yeah, you guys got the idea. Really cute little gifts, and you can make bigger tags as well too. These are ones that I was just copying that day, so and I made them all the same. They're two different types, but mostly all the same. And I was jelly printing on iCads, so that's why I have these small little designs, because I have small stencils that are good for iCads and, you know, not good for when I get the bigger jelly plate out. So yeah. And then I want to do a couple of pages of that album with book pages as well too, do something different as well. And anything else that I had to show you? Can't think of it. This technique here I tried today, and this is actually, it's really cool. This is actually one of my Italian products, which is from Stamperia, and it's a glitter crystal paste. See that? And it dries transparent. So I have two of them. One doesn't dry transparent and one does. And this I mixed with, oh dear, come back here, Primary Elements powder. And you know, I'm not buying silks anymore, apart that because they're so expensive. But I prefer these because I can mix them with anything I want, and I can make my own paint. And you know, you get so much in here instead of the silks. And I've noticed that some of my silks are drying out, so I'm adding water to them, and you know, trying to use them. Actually, there was one that was completely dried, and I added water, and it was almost like, I've never had them so I wouldn't know, but it was almost like twinkling H2Os. that, like, there's so much pigment in these colors, even dried out, adding water. I can use them as watercolors. There was only one of them that was really dried out. The other ones I'm adding water to them, so I'm, you know, controlling them, making sure that they're not drying out. And but from now on, this is what I'm going to buy. And just, you know, make my own paste, make my own watercolor, make my own paint. Whatever I want to do with it, I can do with it. So yeah, that's about it, you guys. That's all I wanted to show you. And like I said, if you're anybody interested in seeing something done, I'll be pleased to do it. So everybody have a great day, and I wish everybody well. And that's it. Goodbye.